Hello people, I'm Kirsten. Are you curious about getting a guide dog for yourself? Or maybe you're just someone who wonders, why do some people get guide dogs and some people don't? Well, in today's video, I am going to explain my 5 reasons why I think blind people should get guide dogs. Like this one.
Pop, why should we get you? Huh? Why should I have one of you? Why should we have one of you?
If you're new to my channel, welcome. As I said, my name is Kirsten and I'm blind. I come out with videos every week about whatever I want, so you should subscribe.
Subscribe to Kirsten's channel.
You stay. Number 1, guide dogs make it a lot easier and faster to travel. What do I mean by that? Let's say that I'm walking in the park on a nice casual day, nice little blind girl with her cane. And I'm walking along and I'm trailing and I'm trying to find just a nice path. First of all, the grass disappears. What does that mean? When you're blind, traveling with a cane, you have a couple options. You can either try to go this way, try to maybe step forward and find more grass and go this way, or you keep going because you think, okay, maybe this is just a branch, but I can keep going straight. But now I'm going straight, there's grass and a pole. Okay, now I have to think, can I go to the right of the pole? Can I go to the left of the pole? Technically, there's pavement here and there's pavement here. What does that mean? Are there stairs? Is there a pole somewhere else that I don't know about? What I thought was my straight, uninterrupted path, or at least a path that just had one border to follow, now turns into something much more complicated. By contrast, if I'm doing the same exact walk with the dog, and we're walking, she angles and walks. I never came in contact. Halt. Good girl, come. I never came in contact with that pole at all. That means that the time that I spent with my cane figuring out what that object is, what my potential pathways around the object are, and what are my potential safety concerns doesn't really happen with a guide dog. She just walked by. That entire obstacle, because I'm blind, doesn't even exist for me. If this were not a path that I know so well, I wouldn't have any reason to know that obstacle is there. And honestly, that's even better. The less you have to keep in your mind, the better. Number 2 is along those same lines, but for different reasons. Traveling with a guide dog means fewer injuries. It's not only faster when the dog navigates an obstacle, but it's also safer. So what if I'm waiting for an Uber and I find a chair and I think I'm good to go and I bash my left knee into this table? Not that it's happened a lot. That sucks, right? With my cane, I would have a lot of bruises. It's not because I was going too fast. It's not because I slipped or tripped on something. It's because when you're traveling with a cane, you're touching one point on the ground at one time. It is impossible to feel everything around you to get a sense of context about where you are and how far you can step and how much space you have. However, if you're waiting for an Uber with your guide dog, you just say, "Pop, find a seat. Find me a seat. Find me one." Oh, good girl. And the way she navigated to this seat completely circumvents the table. I never even knew it was there, but guess what? It's about maybe 6 inches from me. 3 inches. What is this in inches? I'm not good at these measurements. Anyway, you get the point. There's very little space, but she brought me here faster, like in reason number 1, but safer, because I did not hit this table at all. And honestly, if I didn't put my hand out, I wouldn't even know this table was there. The 3rd reason you should get a guide dog is that you are guaranteed exercise. Look guys, dogs are not like GPSs. You can't just put it in your car, program it, and go. Especially for a blind person, most of the time we get around by walking, taking the train, the bus, etc. There are some types of dogs like shepherds that require a little bit more maintenance on your end to make sure that they are the brilliant, focused, wonderful companions that they are. One of those things is exercise. So I specifically chose a shepherd because I want a dog that is really focused, really driven, and really smart because of where I live. I live in a city, I don't live in the country, so when you walk in DC, there's traffic and people and everything and all kinds of stuff, right? So you need to be able to have a dog that's focused. And one of the ways to do that is to make sure that you keep your skills up with that dog, you keep the teamwork together and up all the time, and you exercise the dog. What that means though is that it's awesome for you. You get outside every single day. Just because you can walk doesn't mean you always do, right? When I used to have my cane, sure, I walked everywhere still because I was still blind. I still couldn't drive anywhere, but I didn't walk outside at lunchtime, for example. When I have the dog, my 30-minute lunch break is spent outside walking around, and then I eat at my desk afterward. It is the perfect balance. It's better for my mental health. It's just really, really good. Plus, if you go through a guide dog school like mine, which I highly recommend, is the Fidelco Guide Dog Foundation. And part of their application process is an evaluation to see how much you are able to walk with that dog. Are you able to walk enough with that dog to keep it exercised and properly cared for so that it will work well, it will keep up its own health, its mental health, its focus, things like that. So there's a lot of reasons why exercise is important, but the point I'm trying to make here is all of them still benefit you. And that extra exercise, trust me, is amazing.
And the fourth reason is companionship. Who would not want to sit here with this little beastie all day long? Hi. Are you mad at me?
You guys have no idea how much time I just spent trying to get her to come over here and sit in this exact spot because she is being such a turd. But this is my guide dog from Fidelco. Her public name is Ava, and she has been one of the best things in my entire life that has ever happened to me. I got her in 2015. She is 7 years old, and honestly, she has just as much energy and focus as when she was 2. We've done everything together. She went through a big part of law school with me, so that's really fun.
No, stay. Stay, no, don't go anywhere. I'm still talking. Stay, please.
She's really mad at me because I haven't given her.
Sit. Come on. Oh, thanks. Come. Hey, pick your ears up. Pick your ears up. Pick your ears up.
Okay, this dog is the best doggy in the entire world.
Do you want a treat?
Okay, I'll go give you a treat. Yes, I will go give you a treat
Just as soon as I'm done filming this video. Ow. Yeah.
Really? So if I don't give her the treat fast enough, I get beaten. Well, that's okay. That just shows that she is a true part of our family because food is important to us. No, but seriously, you guys, she's done so much with me. Just been through law school and other relationships and around different cities and in airplanes and, just so many of the times that I've cried or been really happy and celebrated something or tried new things, gotten lost, been trapped in some random city street and I couldn't get out and I didn't know what to do and I was all alone. Just so many instances where when you're blind and you can't see, you automatically feel much more alone because there's a huge part of the sensory input everyone else gets that you just don't have. But there's something incredible to be said for the fact that even if you're lost, you don't know where you are, maybe you've hurt yourself and fallen and twisted or fractured your ankle, you are not alone. You have this little creature here who loves you and just wants to be there for you and take care of you. Obviously, right now she has other priorities, which is waiting by her treat bags in the kitchen. But
You get the idea. Okay guys, I have the treat. I'm gonna put it right here. I love doing this. Come find it. Come find it. Yeah, it's in my hands. Where'd I put it? Good girl. Oh, okay, bye.
And the final reason is if you take the first 4 and put them all together, you get an incredible bond that, in my view, provides a lot more protection when you're just trying to live your everyday life. People ask me all the time, why do you want to get a dog instead of a cane? The dog gets wet in the rain, then you have to clean it. It's big, so you have to figure out how to put it in cars with you. You have to get accommodations to take it everywhere. And you know what? The honest truth is that when I have this dog, I am less blind. That is why I will choose guide dogs over canes any day of the week. Because being less blind means that I am operating on a more physically level playing field than when I have a cane. So that affords me more protection. Not only that, but this dog in particular, now I should put a disclaimer here and say this is my first guide dog. I've had her for 5 years and I've loved every minute of it. There have definitely been some learning curves and some lessons, but this is from my experience now that I'm about to say this. This particular dog has made me feel so safe in the city. So for example, when I was still in law school, I took some night classes. And I would come home at like, when did that let out? Like 9 or something? I don't know, around 9-ish. And you know that if you're on the East Coast and it's anytime after 5 in October, November timeframe, it's really, really dark. So we would walk home on this like shaded street, which is this really freaky place where like all the crimes happen. And she would not allow me to keep walking if there was somebody behind me. She would stop, push me over to the edge, like literally push me into the grass, and then wait for the person to walk past and then keep walking forward. Honestly, it was just such a comforting thing to know that she had eyes on this person. Even if I couldn't, that dog did. I could recount so many times. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on all the times I think my dog saved my life, or all the times I think that my dog got me out of really freaky situations, because I can sit down and write a list. The dog is incredible, and not just because she helps me avoid benches and telephone poles. There's so much more to having that set of eyes with you, combined with the bond that you build from the companionship, the exercise, the constant practicing, the love. It all adds up into one package that I'm telling you, together it just makes me less blind. And having a guide dog doesn't mean you just get to go to sleep and walk down the street. It means you get a partner and you combine your skills with the dog's skills, and you form this much more cohesive, quick, safe, protected, bonded team. And it is one of the most incredible aspects of my life, and I wouldn't give it up for anything. Let me know down below if you have any more questions about guide dogs. I realize that this video is my top reasons for having a dog, not maybe any other blind person's top reasons for having a dog. There's also reasons not to get a dog. So let me know if you're interested in seeing those too, because I can put together a list of things where I've been like, a cane would have been so much easier. But honestly, she's incredible. I'm gonna link the Fidelco Guide Dog Foundation down in the description box so that you can go check out the school and their incredible training staff. If you have questions about them specifically, go on Instagram and DM me, because I will do anything to promote this place. They are so good. Like this video, you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, because I come out with new content every week, and it's about everything just across the spectrum. So I just want to hang out. Just come with me. Come be my friend. Leave a comment. Say hi. I'll talk to you. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. And don't forget to take time to stop, take a deep breath, and smile for a second. I'll see you in the next video.
Puppy. Who's my fuzzy puppy? Who is my soapy puppy? Huh? Who is she? You like your bath? Okay, we're coming. Who's a good girl?